Paris wants 3 grand for a shoebox apartment. Am I right? But our research shows that down in Gers, the same cash can buy you a rose-covered cottage, Armagnac on the terrace every Friday, and change left over for the flowers down at the market.
Sound too good to be true? Well, we don't think it is. Stick around because we are going to walk you through the exact monthly budget that will let us live on about 1,700 euros a month in Southwest France without skipping the good wine, the delicious food, or the occasional jazz festival. We're talking about a life that feels like a permanent holiday, and it is well within reach.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt, this is my wife Diane, and welcome to the Europats. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. In 2030, we're planning on trading spreadsheets for sunflowers, and honestly, we cannot wait. I am ready to go now.
Right now. For the past few years, we have been on a mission, road testing every affordable, charming corner of France on paper, uncovering the real gems that often get overlooked. Today, we are not just going to tell you about one of those gems, we are handing you the numbers that nobody else will show you.
Now we're talking real rent prices, actual utility quotes, doctor visit costs, and all the little tricks and local secrets that will keep life sweet and fulfilling for under 1,800 euros a month. In this department, locals affectionately call this place the hidden pantry of France.
And by the end of this, you'll not only know if Ger fits your retirement dream, and trust us, we think it will, but you'll also have a printable budget sheet that you can wave at anyone who still thinks that France equals pricey. Forget the stereotypes, forget the tourist traps. We are diving deep into authentic French living, and it's surprisingly affordable. This isn't a fantasy, it's our future reality, and it could be yours too.
Now let's get the elephant, or should I say the Eiffel Tower, out of the room right away. When most people dream about retiring to France, their minds are instantly conjuring images of Parisian cafes, chic boutiques, and iconic landmarks. And who can blame them? Paris is magnificent, but it's crowded.
Way crowded. But let's be honest, it's also eye-wateringly expensive. Numbeo, which is a reliable source for cost of living data, confirms what many already suspect. Central Paris rent hovers around 28 euros per square meter.
So let's do the math. A modest 50 square meter flat that's barely big enough for you to be able to do a jig for your wife.
With with
Okay, with your wife, that could easily set you back 1,400 euros before utilities, before your morning coffee, and before the tobacco can even be able to sell you a stamp at the store. You know, no wonder so many hopeful retirees that Google France, they open it up, see the numbers, and they slam that laptop shut, convinced that this is going to end up being an impossible dream.
But here's the thing, France is not just Paris, not by a long shot. This beautiful country spans a massive 550,000 square kilometers. That's big. To put that into perspective, the Occitanie region alone, where Gers is nestled, is nearly as big as Scotland.
Scotland.
Scotland, where they speak English.
Yes.
It is expensive. But anyway, think about that for a second. It's huge.
Within the vast and diverse landscape, you'll find places like Gers, a haven of rolling hills, an incredible amount of sunshine every year, and thankfully, 0 metro strikes. The only thing rising here fast is the D'Artagnan statue on his plinth in Lupiac. And that's only because they like him that way.
Now, this isn't the France that you see on postcards from the capital. This is the real, lived in, wonderfully affordable France waiting to welcome you with open arms.
I've got my arms open.
With arms wide open. Oh, wow. I just busted out some.
Yes, you did.
Is that Creed?
Sounded like it. Female version.
They're also waiting to welcome you with a glass of local wine. It is a France where the quality of life isn't dictated by your bank balance, but by the richness of daily experiences and the warmth of the community. So, what exactly is Gers? Imagine Tuscany, but without the endless tour buses and inflated prices. Now, add a generous helping of the world's best foie gras, sprinkle in some Armagnac, and you're getting close. Gers is the western wing of Occitanie, a region known for its vibrant culture and stunning landscapes, nudging up against the majestic Pyrenees Mountains. It's a place where the pace of life slows down and it allows you to truly savor each moment.
Geographically, it's perfectly situated. Toulouse Airport, a major international hub, is just an hour's drive away. From there, you can catch direct flights to places like Bristol, Frankfurt, and even Marrakesh. Need to zip across France? Well, they've got high-speed trains from Toulouse, and you can get to Bordeaux in about 2.5 hours, and Paris is just over 4 hours. So while you're enjoying the tranquility of rural life, you are never truly cut off from the wider world.
Childish. 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 Inside the department itself, you will discover a plethora of charming towns and villages. Auch, which is the prefecture, is a historic gem, but the real magic lies in the Bastide towns. These medieval fortified towns like Lectoure, Condom, and Aouz, yes, those are real names, and we are childish, but they are incredibly proud of them. These names are steeped in history and in character, and each one offers something unique from ancient cathedrals to bustling squares.
One of the absolute highlights of living in Gers will be the food.
Food.
The markets are legendary, rotating daily through different towns. You'll find everything from fresh chicken and duck to tomatoes that genuinely taste like sunshine, not like something picked green and shipped across a continent like they do with us. And then there's the Armagnac. You can buy bottles directly from the winemaker who cork them themselves, often after a friendly chat about the craft. This region is often called God's larder for a reason. Its gastronomic bounty is simply incredible.
The population of Gers sits just under 200,000, and that means it's small enough to foster a strong sense of community. We have heard that here your neighbors don't just wave, they remember your birthday. The baker doesn't wait for you to ask. He saves you a pan au chocolat because he knows your routine.
He knows I'll do it.
It's a place where relationships matter, where people look out for each other, and where you can quickly feel like you belong. This isn't just a place to live, it's a place to be and to truly feel connected.
All right, let's get down to the brass tacks. The moment you've been waiting for. The suspense is killing you, isn't it? Remember, these are just projected numbers for a household of 2, like us. Your wine consumption may vary, and that's perfectly fine. Ours does too.
Our projected grand total month in, month out, comes to a very comfortable 1,715 euros a month. And just so you know, every single line item in this budget is backed by research, price lists, and quotes from the last 12 months.
1,700 euros a month. That wouldn't even pay our house payment where we're at right now.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, not even close.
No, and the way things are going, it probably wouldn't pay for our electric and water and all that that's billed out.
Not in this town. Okay, guys, housing, 600 euros a month. This is often the biggest chunk of any budget, and in Gers, it's where you see some of the most significant savings. One could rent a beautiful 2-bedroom stone cottage in the village of Jagun, which is a lovely, quiet spot just 15 minutes from Osh. We are looking for a place with all of the charm you could ask for, original beamed ceilings, a cozy wood burner for the cooler months, and a potager, which is a vegetable garden, big enough for our tomatoes and our basil.
2-bedroom places like that in the area typically range from 500 to 700 euros. Our budget is right in the middle at 600 euros. And honestly, we'd consider that to be a very big steal. I mean, I should have stripes across my shirt, a mask on, holding my weapon, saying, "That's it. I just robbed the place."
Wow. You really went there.
Yes, I did.
You went for it.
But honestly, we'd consider that really a steal just for a terrace looking out over endless cornfields. If you're thinking about buying, the market is actually attractive. You could expect to pay between 150,000 to 180,000 euros for a completely renovated property. If you're a bit handy, which some things I'm handy on, some things I'm not, you might find something livable for as little as right around 90,000 euros. And property tax for those who buy runs right around 600 euros a year, which works out to a manageable 50 euros a month if you amortize it. Now, utilities, we budgeted 145 euros. Utilities in rural France are refreshingly straightforward and affordable. Our research shows an average electricity bill of 65 euros a month. Water is a consistent 20 euros a month. And for internet, we'll probably budget 25 euros for a reliable connection. We also factored in yearly chimney sweep, which averages out to about 10 euros monthly. And for mandatory household insurance, it should run us right around 25 euros a month.
One small trick we've heard about for managing cost, especially in the winter, is installing a programmable thermostat. Night temperatures there can drop, but with a good wood burner and a programmable system, it should be perfectly cozy. Plus, as I always say, sweaters exist for a reason. Sweater weather. For healthcare, we budgeted about 125 euros a month. And this is one of France's greatest strengths and a huge relief for retirees. The French healthcare system consistently ranks among the best in the world. A standard doctor's visit costs about 27 euros, and a specialist visit starts around 30 euros. Both are mostly refunded by the public system, meaning your out of pocket expense is minimal.
Beyond the basic public coverage, we'll budget for a top up insurance, and that is called a mutuelle, which is priced at around 100 euros a month for 2 people for good coverage. This covers a significant portion of what the public system doesn't, like teeth and glasses. Prescriptions for something like blood pressure pills, which sometimes I need to take them, would come out to a mere 5 euros per month after refunds. It's an incredibly robust and reassuring system. Okay, Diane, just cut that out.
Jeez, first of all, why are you calling me Diane?
Babe, cut it.
Gers itself is well equipped. There are clinics in Osh, small hospitals in Condom and Barbeau-Tanleterre, and even a helicopter pad for emergencies. If you're a retiree from the EU, you bring an S1 form. From elsewhere, a long stay visa and proof of income will get you into the system within about 3 months. It's a huge weight off the mind.
Now, back to the food. For groceries, we budgeted 320 euros. So this is where the true joy of living in Gers will really shine through. Our grocery budget is 320 euros a month, which should buy an incredible array of fresh local produce. The plan is to hit the Osh covered market every Wednesday and Saturday. It's an experience in itself, from what they say. The colors, the smells, the friendly banter with the vendors. You can get a kilo of ripe, flavorful tomatoes for just €1.20. A whole duck, a duck, that duck is good. A whole duck, enough to stretch into 3 delicious meals, costs only €4. And a log of artisanal goat cheese, that's €2.50.
And then there's the wine. Oh, the wine. From the local co op, you can get a liter of decent table wine for just €3. We'll supplement the market haul with a monthly trip to a large supermarket for staples. The philosophy is simple: you eat local, you pay local, and you laugh all the way home at Parisian prices.
Especially after drinking all that wine.
And banter. Now, for transportation, we have budgeted about €325 a month because while Jer is rural, having a car is pretty essential. Our plan, at least at the beginning, is to lease a small, reliable car through a local vendor, which will cost about €180 a month, including basic insurance. It's a practical way to get us where we need to go.
Now, diesel runs about €1.70 a liter these days, give or take, and we've budgeted €60 monthly for fuel. Public bus service exists, but it operates on what the French affectionately call holiday timetables. So a car is really key to owning while you're living in that area. Parking at Toulouse Airport is about €30 a week if friends visit, but honestly, we'll probably just pick them up free so they don't have to pay anything. Now for leisure, we have budgeted €200. This is the budget line that truly defines the quality of life that we're thinking of. For $200 a month, we'll live incredibly well. A cinema ticket is typically €7. A menu du jour, a fixed price lunch menu in a village restaurant, is about €14. And that often includes wine, which we do want to do. A pass for the famous Marciac Jazz Festival is €35. For outdoor pursuits, an annual fishing permit, which I like to do as fish, is €80. And tennis club membership is €90.
But honestly, a lot of leisure activities won't cost a cent. We imagine spending hours tending the garden, hosting apéros with our neighbors, and having them patiently teach us pétanque. Life there will feel infinitely fuller than it does right now.
I feel that we'd be out there riding bikes, walking quite a bit, and especially in the evening time when the sunset goes down. This sounds corny. Sorry.
I like long walks on the beach.
No, just go out there, sit at the table and in your chair and have your drink with you, whether it be water, wine, whatever it is. Watching the sunset and just thinking, I made it here.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
Now, for miscellaneous, we've budgeted about €50 a month. This is our catch-all category. A haircut will run you about €15.
But for me, it's gonna probably cost a lot less because I don't have a whole lot up there. Thin.
You will also have postage for cards back home. If you are feeling wild, you might even add Spotify and Netflix here, but you can actually borrow DVDs from the local Mediatek, and which is the public library, for free.
So there you have it, a grand total of 1,715 euros. And yes, we might round up when the Armagnac is particularly persuasive. But the point is, it's completely achievable and it can buy you life and comfort, community and genuine joy in one of France's most beautiful regions. This budget isn't our deprivation, it's about smart choices and incredible values.
Now, the numbers, as compelling as they are, really only tell half the tale.
It's the kind of place where your doctor, who might be just your neighbor, asks if your tomatoes survived the last frost. This isn't just a place to live, it's a place to truly belong. And that's what we want.
Yep. Summers there will be full of festivals. Imagine long tables full of local delicacies. Picture strings of colorful paper lanterns swaying in the evening breeze. Think of a band playing that will play anything from Edith Piaf to the Eagles.
Winter, on the other hand, will be cozy, bowls of hearty soup, passionate discussions about rugby on the village pitch, and those wonderful long lunches where calories simply don't count because the Glasgow says so. And who are we to argue with that? No one.
Now you'll quickly learn patience there. Shops close for a proper unhurried lunch break. Paperwork moves at its own majestic, unhurried tempo. And yes, the postman will probably know your business before you do, but we hear it's always delivered with a friendly word. Life expectancy there actually outpaces the national average. Some credit the duck fat. But we're convinced that it's the laughter, the fresh air, and the genuine connections that truly make the difference. It is a life lived fully.
I think duck fat is part of it too.
I think it's the duck fat. I'm just kidding.
Moving to a new country can seem daunting, but with a little preparation and a lot of patience, it's completely manageable. Here's what our research has taught us. Now, for non EU retirees, the first step is securing a long stay visa. The French consulate will ask for proof of sufficient income. As a guide, you should aim for at least the French minimum wage per person, which is around 2,800 euros net per month for a couple. You'll also need comprehensive health insurance. Once you live there for a year on the visa, you can apply for a residency card. It's a process, but it's well trodden path. It is a long process.
Now, while many people in Gers speak a little English, learning French will profoundly enrich the experience. A basic A2 level will help you survive, but reaching a B1 level will truly win friends. The local mairie often runs free evening classes, and we have heard that the baker is usually more than happy to correct your French while queuing for a baguette.
Now, we plan to use a major French bank, which costs about €8 a month. The process of opening an account can be a bit French. Be prepared to bring your birth certificate, translation, and again, a good dose of patience. For those like us who will be receiving pensions or income in other currencies, services like Wise are invaluable. We'll receive our U.S. retirement in dollars and can convert them with Wise, losing very little in fees compared to a high street bank.
And yes, bureaucracy is often called the national sport there. But here's the secret we've learned from others: smile, apologize charmingly for your accent, of which I don't have an accent, and you will find that clerks who might have initially seemed stern quickly become allies.
If these numbers already feel lighter than a Parisian rent receipt, and the thought of rose covered cottages is starting to bloom in your mind, then do yourself a favor. Tap that subscribe button. We put hours of research into each video, and your support helps us keep going with this.
You can also support us through our Patreon page, our Buy Me a Coffee page, or become a channel member for extra perks. Next week, we are going to be giving another department in Occitanie the full budget breakdown treatment, and you won't want to miss that. Words are hard. Now, beyond the budget, the quality of life there looks truly exceptional, built on a foundation of safety, pleasant weather, and a vibrant community.
Now, Gers is quite simply a safe and peaceful area. Crime rates are remarkably low. Annual statistics paint a clear picture. Now, these are the statistics. Okay, so right now you're looking at roughly 14 burglaries per 1,000 homes right there in Gers, compared to a staggering 62 in a larger city like Nice. This low crime rate is a huge draw for retirees seeking peace of mind.
Yeah. Cut! The climate in Gers is another major selling point. It enjoys a mild climate with warm, sunny summers and relatively gentle winters. The average high temperatures in July hovers around a very pleasant 27 degrees Celsius, which is 81 degrees Fahrenheit. January averages around 5 degrees Celsius, which is 41 degrees Fahrenheit. So you will need a jacket, but snow chains are rarely a necessity. And fun fact, Gers receives about half of the rainfall of a region like Brittany.
The community is, for us, one of the most exciting aspects of life in Gers. About 35% of residents in many villages are over 60. Be over 60. Yet, they're not sleepy retirement villages. Volunteering is king. It is a fantastic way to integrate. You could join the local fire brigade, be a fireman, not a cop. You could help at charity sales or even teach English at the local college.
This isn't just a place to live out your golden years. It is a place to thrive and to connect, and we cannot wait for that.
No, can't wait. I mean, I would go right now.
As we said a billion times.
Over and over and over again. So, are you ready to trade the rat race for a life rich in culture, community, and delicious food? Because I am.
Me too. So drop your biggest worry below. Whether it's a language barrier, whether it's visa complexities, whether it's a duck overdose.
What?
What?
You can't overdose on duck. Duck is too delicious.
We promise that we will answer every single comment based on our research. If we don't know the answer, we will try to find it.
We will try to find it. And please share this video with a friend, that colleague, the family member who still thinks France is only for millionaires. Let's prove to them that it is all wrong and that we are all here together for one thing, to get over to France and retire. I totally got lost.
I know. I know.
My mouth just kept
gosh.
running.
Now let's share with them the secret of Gers. Gers isn't perfect, of course. No place is. You will drive to the airport. You will inevitably mangle French vowels in ways that could make a Parisian wince. And yes, you will probably eat more duck in a month than you did in your entire previous lifetime.
But here's the beautiful truth. You can do it all for about 1,715 euros a month, which is awesome. And that's give or take a few euros. You can do it surrounded by endless sunflower fields, clinking glasses in Armagnac toasts, and with neighbors who call you ami, which is friend, before they even know your surname.
And that, my friends, is the secret of Gers. It's not just about affordability. It's about a profound sense of well-being, connection, and a life lived with genuine joy. And we will see you in the market line. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of when our next video will be out, which will be next Saturday morning at 10 o'clock Central. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Aviento.